up with a sense of clarity. I can never be the one for you. Hey, 'cause I feel better in my own world. Trying to be perfect tends to wear me out. And I've been wondering when this road ends. Tired of being hopeless, paralyzed with doubt. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope, trying to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. When you're young, the world might break you down. Fell off a couple times, but I'm better now. I found my smile, but it took a little darkness and silence in the middle of the night. I learned to take my time with healing up my mind and knowing it's alright. Oh, 'cause I feel better in my own world. Trying to be perfect tends to wear me out. And I've been wondering when this road ends. Tired of being hopeless, paralyzed with doubt. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope, trying to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope, try to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is.
Yeah, baby! I'm the 2K MC, and it's time to check out what's happening in NBA 2K20, starting in the neighborhood with your 2K Compete event schedule. Saturday, it's time for Big Top Challenge. Use that giant noggin to complete 3 challenges and take down the mascots. Hit the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Thunder, staggered after a resounding Game 2 loss, they'll try to regain their confidence and reclaim some momentum here in this vital Game 3. And when you're entering a borderline must-win game, if you're the coach of this team, give me your best coach this season.
Well, I'm going to bring it in, guys, bring it in. So listen up. You know, we can't change anything that we've done. We've gotten here for a reason. There's no reason to change what you've done.
Let's go!
You're good enough.
Yeah!
You're good enough right now.
Let's play!
Right now. Right here, right now. You could be anywhere in the world,
Are you talking
but you're
to us?
right here.
Are you talking
But
to
you're
us?
right here.
And I'm an assistant coach. Maybe this team needs a little pressure. Playing without urgency is helping put them in this situation. Maybe pressure can get them out of it. Ready, let's go. 1, 2, 3, team.
From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Big Game 3 of the Western Conference Semifinals getting going right now. Thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. And for Oklahoma City, Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward positions. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Adams in at the center position. So off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Green. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul over Rondo, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, you got to know, this is where Paul loves to score, confident from medium range.
LeBron outside, knocked loose. Inside, here's Howard, and Adams sends it back. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Passes it to Gallinari. Takes a 3. And James pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Green gets it to go.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Lakers. Over Rondo. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Rondo against Paul. Rondo kicks to Davis. James looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Green outside. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Adams' shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to Davis. Now here's Howard, defended by Paul. Shoots, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Oh, that's just amazing control from James right there. A superb ball handler for a guy his size.
Paul passes to Gallinari. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Paul passes to Robertson. Fast break, the Lakers. And that one, good.
James is great at staying alert on defense, pouncing on any opportunity he sees to swipe the ball.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Takes it from 10, and it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're moving it up. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Adams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Now the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts it up from 12. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Here's Davis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Gallinari dishes to Robertson. Back to Gallinari. Five on the clock. They need this, and it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defense.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
Los Angeles shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
The agility, instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
And the second free throw, good. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Thunder trailing by 7. All up top. He's covered by Rondo. Trying to end the drought. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
When you lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Rondo against Paul. 14 feet away. Jump shot is good. Paul's got 6 points.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Rondo passes to Howard. He kicks to LeBron. Banked in off the glass. 7 points in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Here's Rondo. No good on that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
Live by the 3,
die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
Yeah, Greg, and when you're not connecting from deep, you got to mix it up. I mean, look to score inside more. They didn't do enough of that. Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Molinari passes to Paul, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Back to James. Loads it up for Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. The Lakers with the ball. Lakers leading by 7. LeBron outside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Love watching James show off his muscle. No one getting in his way. The D can't stop him.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo. And James no good on that one. Thunder trailing by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. The drive by LeBron. Misses from close range.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
To the inside and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
Lakers leading by 7. Bounce pass from Waiters. And the rejection by Noel. Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by James. And it's Schroeder missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And here now the Thunder after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Nader. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It doesn't go for him. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. James outside. McGee. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, McGee, he's made an awful lot of stops along the way in his NBA career, but he's been a productive player on just about every team he's played for.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from McGee. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 11-point game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Now, here is Muscala. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Noel kicks it over to Schroeder. McGee with the block.
And when we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
And finished off by LeBron.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Noel. Pass to Schroeder. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Muscala misses. Los Angeles leading by 13. Waiters passes to LeBron, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. LeBron's got 15 points.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Floats it up for James. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You love seeing James soar like an eagle. He's exceptional at rising up quickly for the alley-oop.
1:44 left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good. Schroeder.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Kuzma outside. Caldwell Pope outside. Launches it. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Now here's Noel. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Pass to McGee. LeBron James on the wing. 19 points in the game. Caldwell Pope right side. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Schroeder with the ball. From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Lakers lead by 17. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinal. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question, it's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dion Waiters, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of this. And he makes the first. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Lakers leading by 13. Kuzma outside. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Caldwell-Pope outside. Lakers passing it around. Davis. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Noel dishes to Schroeder. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Schroeder's got his second bucket.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Waiters surveying the D. And the pass to Davis. Here's Kuzma. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide-open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Schroeder against Waiters. Kuzma outside. Schroeder against Waiters. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. But they recover it. Caldwell-Pope for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got 5 rebounds tonight. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The lead now in single digits. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Waiters passes to McGee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. For Los Angeles, they have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw. Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Hondo comes in for Waiters. He hits the second from the line. Thunder trailing by 10. The drive by Paul over Rondo. Tries again, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one drops. Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Second free throw, no good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Down low. Davis against Adams. From 15 feet away. And Adams sends it back. Robertson with it. He's against Kuzma. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Robertson. Outside Rondo. Green bounce pass. Pass to Kuzma. Shoots over Schroeder. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. 17 points was their biggest margin. Count it. Rondo's got his first basket of the night.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Schroeder, right side. Kicks it out to Paul. 4 on the clock. And his offense just hasn't been there.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
And that one's good by Davis.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Schroeder passes to Paul. Over Green. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Chris Paul.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Now here's Davis. He's got 10. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Now here's Robertson. Tight defense on him. Kicks it to Paul. Passes it to Gallinari. He doesn't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the paint, here's Davis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Davis. And clearly, Billy Donovan wants to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Thunder trailing by 12. Ball outside. Over Rondo. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 15 points for Davis.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
To the middle, and Adams with the slam.
Listen, you can count on Paul to find the open man. His court awareness, simply off the charts.
Rondo on top, defended by Paul. And it's Davis at the elbow. And Adams sends it back. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. It's stolen by Adams. Ball against Rondo. Adams taking his time here. He kicks it to Paul. Puts up a 3. Adams controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Davis. Back to Kuzma. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Rondo. Trains it from beyond the arc. Rondo's got 5.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Gallinari passes to Schroeder. Gallinari outside. Dishes to Adams. Great D that time from Howard. Lakers leading by 13. Green finds Davis. He gets it in there. Davis has got 11 points in the quarter.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
And there's the pass to Robertson. Poked loose. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Throw good, Adams.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Lakers leading by 14, and it's Rondo in the corner. Howard trying to free himself up. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Paul kicks to Adams. Green against Schroeder. Back to Adams. The dish to Schroeder. And it's sent back by Howard. Fires, high post, and another basket for the Lakers.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Looking to get it going, and Davis sends it back. Green taking his time here. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Now here's Paul. And the 3 off target.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Here's Davis, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Davis has got 13 points now in the quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Schroeder. He feeds it to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. Noel's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for the Lakers, JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green. And Deion Waiters subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Robertson. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Gallinari against James. Gallinari dishes to Robertson. Paul outside. 6 to shoot over Waiters. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
Like seeing Paul be aggressive. He still has the quickness to get that done.
James against Gallinari. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 18. And he gets the bucket. Gallinari's got his first 2 points of the night.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Tipped away. Waiters on the wing. Defended by Paul. Waiters no luck. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by McGee. Los Angeles leading by 16. Caldwell-Pope outside. LeBron passes to Waiters. Lets it go from 11. Second chance shot. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Gallinari.
Proving he can be crafty. Howard takes pride in fooling defenders and getting them to jump.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes on Howard's career.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Here's Nader. Over to the wing. Here's Paul. Can't connect from short range. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
We got to protect the paint. They getting way too many easy baskets. That's us communication on front and the post and, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We hope you're enjoying this round 2 conference semifinal. Taking a look at the Lakers. We're only 2.5 games into this series, but it's already looking like they've booked their place in the next round. Up 2-0 with a huge lead tonight. They are in the driver's seat. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What's clear so far is LeBron's combination of power and athleticism is still largely unmatched. Whether he's operating with the back to the basket, driving, in transition, his physical superiority usually wins out.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Robertson in at the 3. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Now, here's Robertson. After LeBron James's miss, Adams finds Paul. Back to Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gallinari surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Oklahoma City.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's LeBron, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you got to be careful around James. Always looking to get to the line whenever you can.
The Lakers have made 5 of 10 free throw attempts, a lot of misses. And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. Thunder trailing by 15. Here's Paul, and he gets it to go. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. A nice shot by Howard.
Oh, it's going to take more than that to stop Howard. He's excellent at fighting off the defense.
And here is Paul. 12 points for him. Howard with the steal. He shoots again. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Might take him a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
The Thunder shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Minutes gone in this third quarter now. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Orchestrating this offense, James. So crafty at distributing the rock.
Paul against Rondo. Paul looking around. Up again, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's James. That one drops for him. And the Lakers lead by 14.
And you got to be in awe of James, an offensive juggernaut. It's caught fire here tonight.
Passes it to Robertson. So here's Gallinari, covered by LeBron. Gallinari passes to Adams. They double him with Green. Gallinari, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now here's James. He's covered closely. Outside, Green. Back to James. Shot clock at 5. Over Robertson. James, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma. Oh, what a beautiful play.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great. Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Now, here's Green. Back to LeBron. Over Robertson. Another miss by James. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Rondo passes to Davis. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists tonight.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's James. He's got 22, and that one is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Green in the post. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Green, no luck. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. And Davis sends it back. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And LeBron throws it down.
James is effective at getting near the basket. Always look to dunking it home.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout. Trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so here is Oklahoma City, down by 12. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nerlens Noel checks in for the Thunder.
Nerlens Noel.
Rondo against Schroeder. Over Rondo. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Los Angeles leading by 12. Inside, here's Davis. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. That free throw missing.
This has become a theme for these guys. Way too many missed chances at the line.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Waiters has checked in. And he sinks the second. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. It's a 13-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Nader. And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. The feed to Noel. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Kuzma has it in the corner. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Down by 15. The Lakers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And it's Davis with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Schroeder. That one falls. Schroeder's got 6. Los Angeles leading by 15. Rondo looking around. Puts it up from 15. And Dion Waiters, the bucket on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rondo with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. Rondo's running, and he converts the layup. He's got 9.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Schroeder outside. Back to Noel. McGee with the block. Waiters outside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Schroeder passes to Muscala. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kuzma passes to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that time, also a missed shot. Los Angeles leading by 23. Outside Rondo. Pass to Davis. Kicks it to Waiters. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. Noel passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Feeds to Muscala, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
The pass to Kuzma. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Nader. Right wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Over Waiters. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. And the Lakers also making a switch. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 20-6 run.
Get there.
Waiters with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Yep, that one goes. 7 points for Dion Waiters.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here is Gallinari. 6 points for him. Shoots over Kuzma. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Gallinari's got 8 points.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Waiters for 3. Hands it from downtown.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
Waiters against Schroeder. Passes to Gallinari. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kuzma's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
2.
For Oklahoma City, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Lakers with some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Davis. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. good on the second free throw. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Cook, the pass to McGee. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Noel. Schroeder looking over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And the rejection by Noel. Shots good by Waiters.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now, here is Gallinari. Out left to the wing. Here's Schroeder. Here's Muscala. No good on the last second attempt there. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
It makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Markieff Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Cook in at the point guard position. Here's Burton. Clock at 6. Tries from 16. Diallo, no good. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caruso kicks to Cook, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
Here's Burton. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Muscala. Diallo with it. The pass to Burton. 6 to shoot. Pass to Muscala. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Another in the long line of big man who can drain the 3. That makes him a very tough cover.
Caruso looking for an opening. Kicks it to Cook. Passes it to Morris. Shoots a fader. The shot, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. LeBron comes in for Caldwell-Pope. Danny Green, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Cook. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Knocked away and stolen by James. And a wide open look for Rondo. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists tonight. Paul against Rondo. Paul dishes to Robertson. Gallinari on the wing. Clock at 6. He kicks to Robertson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Lakers ball.
And the Thunder making a change here. Nader's checked in. And then for the Lakers, Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And here's Bradley. To the paint. James in the post. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Howard against Adams. Back to Gallinari. This one for 3. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Bradley passes to LeBron. Outside, Green. Back to LeBron. A steal. Here's Nader, covered by LeBron. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay-in.
Poked away. Pass to Howard. Back to James. Clock at 4. Adams, some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here's Adams. The pass to Paul. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Bradley finds Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An absolute powerhouse down there. Howard attacks with such ferocity. It makes defenders nervous.
That free throw, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Lakers also changing it up. Anthony Davis comes in for Markieff Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley. And he's good on the second. The Thunder have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Paul passes to Gallinari. Offline with his 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. They throw good, Adams. So he gets them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here is Paul. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Shoots from the baseline, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. Outside Rondo, pass to James. And James throws it down.
And James shows no mercy on his drives to the rim. Vicious at penetrating inside.
Here's Paul. Here's the lob to Adams. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. LeBron left side. From the stripe. Good on the bucket. James has got 28 points for the game.
As good as LeBron is at moving the ball, he's not going to pass up the jump shot if it's there for him.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Green. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. James against Paul. LeBron kicks to Rondo. It's Davis on the wing. Again, the Lakers.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pass to Adams. Gallinari outside. And the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. 6 on the shot clock. That shot misses. Good D by Howard. Lakers leading by 23. And Davis throws it down.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Oklahoma City has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now here's Paul. Robertson kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. The 3. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Waiters, he's checked in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here is Cook. Pass to Davis. Kuzma outside. Passes it to Cook. 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Kuzma can't get it to go.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Ferguson, the pass to Baisley. Here's Burton. Here's Baisley. They need this one.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That's his first personal foul. Baisley. Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. Pass to Davis. Back to Cook. From deep 3-point range. And again, the Lakers no good. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Baisley. The Thunder with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Bradley dishes to Cook. Back to Bradley. Lakers passing it around. Here is Cook, defended by Paul. Davis. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Now here is Davis. Bradley, no one around him. And it's Baisley with the rebound. Kicks it out to Paul. Three-pointer. The Lakers with the rebound. Here is Cook. Morris outside. Here's Davis. And it's blocked. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Lakers leading by 22. Outside, Davis. And they double up Davis. Now the pass to Cook. Here's Caruso. Bradley with the ball. To end the drought. It's rebounded by Robertson. The Thunder shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both teams deciding to change it up. No good on the second free throw.
They'll take it, even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for the Lakers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Here's Ferguson, following the basket by LeBron James. Ferguson misses. The Lakers controlling the game. James in the post. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
James is a workhorse down deep. When he's close to the basket, you better wrap him up.
LeBron James at the line for 2.
Shot.
And he can't get the first one. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for Howard. Alex Caruso comes in for Anthony Davis. Bradley's checked in for Green. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. No luck that time either. Here's Diallo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James with it. Pass to Cook. Here's Caruso. Outside Bradley. Passes it to Cook. And the Lakers with another miss. Here's Ferguson. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. You have to think at this point, up 3-0. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
This victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.